Let's begin yoga for everybody. My body, your body, all the bodies are going to be enjoying this practice, I hope, today. And that means we're going to begin. So we're going to start standing today for a change. I think it's good sometimes in the middle of the day to stand up, standing, and just finding our feet. We're just going to stand and just move from right to left, left to right, just finding that, maybe even lifting the foot off the ground, just feeling that sense of your own feet on the ground. One of my top tips I would say is bring your attention into your feet, because it tends to literally bring us to the ground, grounds us, earths us, feel a sense of that support underneath the feet and gets us away from this kind of heady space, if you like. And then lift the toes and place them down. So really connecting with the feet, lift the heels off the ground and then place them down. Let's try that again. Lift the toes, really lift them high off the ground, place them down. Lift the heels high and place them down. Yeah, just enjoy that feeling. And then just feel the ground with your feet a little bit. Just energize the feet a little bit, yeah. And then we're going to do a little bit of bounce. So just keeping the knees bent and letting the heels bounce on the ground. So just knees bent and letting the heels bounce. Notice how my arms are nice and floppy. They're just hanging. Maybe the shoulders are jumping up and down a little bit. Just connecting with the earth, picking a bit of energy up from the earth. Waking up, kind of getting a little bit of a spark coming up through the body. And I'm going to get even more sparky by bringing the sides of the feet together, bringing the legs together. Let's get our battery filled up with light, breathing in, into the fingers, stretch up. Lift the heels high off the ground. Squeeze the legs together, squeeze the arms together, hold the breath in, extend. And breathe out softly. Breathing out through the nostrils, slowly lowering the arms down. Palms are coming down to the sides, maybe even touching the fingers there, just to get that nice sense of the circle. Breathing in. Stretch up and squeeze together, lift the heels high, pressing off those toes. Hold, and you'll find hopefully that dynamic and that holding your own tension will help the balance. And then breathing out softly. Softly and slowly bringing the heels down, coming back down to earth, feeling the sense of your body and the blood moving in your body. And it's a bodied feeling. Inhaling one last time. Stretch up and squeeze together and lift the heels high. Hold the breath in. And then breathing out softly through the nostrils. Arms slowly lowering down through space, bringing the heels down slowly. Just feeling that sense of body. And taking the feet apart a little bit. We're just going to, again, breathe in, lift the arms up. We're going to have a little bit of a stretch in the sides. So we're stretching the arms up. Now inhale. As you exhale, you're leaning over to the left. As you inhale, stretch up. As you exhale, lean over to the right. Bit of a palm tree here. So think about the palm tree. We're embodying a pine tree. Inhale. Palm trees with these very sturdy but very flexible trunks. Inhaling and exhaling. We're just finding the range of movement in our trunk, if you like. As you lean over to one side, a little tip is to press into that foot you're leaning over to. And that will help to stabilize you. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep extending right into the fingers all the time. Stay with your breath. Let's go one more time. Exhaling to the left, inhaling, exhaling to the right. And inhale to finish, and exhale, lower the arms down. Good. Let's roll the shoulders back a little bit. Oh yeah, as soon as I just do one of those, I'm feeling, whoa, the stiffness in my shoulders, lifting from the elbow, bending the knees, letting the arms get higher and higher through space. Inhaling, open up the body, open up the chest, open up your breathing apparatus, bending into the knees, just welcoming the day in, breathing in and out. Good. And then we go forward with the shoulders. So we're just rolling those shoulders forwards. Again, the arms are floppy. It's the shoulders that are doing the work. Really try and prevent the elbows from joining in. Let the knees join in instead. So we're just using the shoulders to roll. So you get the full benefit in the shoulder and into the neck and the upper back. Yeah. And then let the elbows join in. Still letting the knees join in. We're just getting this sort of this wave move through our body with our breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale as you reach up, exhale as the arms come down forwards. It's almost like diving into the practice. Yeah. Inhale, one more time, exhale. Hands in front and behind, just seeing how those shoulders feel in front and behind. Good. I'm getting a bit of energy into the hands. And then we're going to do a little cross crawl. So lift the left knee, meet it with the right hand, and then we'll do the opposite. And we can do this quite slowly, or you can do it really fast if you want to. If you want to get a little bit more energized. But if you're, whatever speed you're going, try and keep the breath moving all the time, steady and even, through the nostrils. Good. And then we'll just do another one of these, taking the leg out to the side, and the opposite arm comes over the head. So we get this lovely extension through the side. Breathing all the time, standing nice and tall. So feeling that nice length here, length in the front here. Find my opposites again. Breathe, breathe, keep the breath moving. Keep always a part of your attention on your breath. How's my breath? How is it helping me? Where is it stuck? What is my habit with my breath? And then come to standing. And let's just wash out any of the garbage we don't need today. So just check your feet again, looking at them. They're hips width apart and they're parallel. Half breath. Inhale. And then sweep out on the exhale. Let the arms swing. Yeah, we need this. This will instantly, notice what happens when we empty. And how also we feel about really emptying out. Inhale. Everything out through the mouth, making sound. Expressive. Inhale. Again, we might have little tendencies around not wanting to make a sound. Let's make some sound. Let the arms swing. Good. And then we're just going to take this into a Tai Chi twist just to loosen all of that up. So now we have a bit more space after we've emptied out all the rubbish. Then we're just going to feel the freedom and the space. Bending into the knees, let the arms swing heavily around. Coming up onto the toe as you turn to look right behind you. Just let the arms be as heavy as they want to be. So you're allowing arms their freedom. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. At the backs of the hands, smack into the back. Breathe, 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 breathe. Good. Let the arms slowly come to a stop. Let's take the backs of the hands onto the lower back. Yeah. Let some sound out. Good. Let the fingers take them to the chest. Make some sound. Rub the sides of the ribs. Feels good. Give yourself a little hug. One way, open up, other way. And we'll try that again. One way and the other way. Just so we have this nice sense of openness, a bit more space in the body. We're going to come into some standing postures. Warrior two. Warrior two. Yeah. Weight on the left foot, a big step back with the right. Big step. Get the feet. So the right foot's pointing slightly forwards, not at a right angle. Then get the hips squared to themselves and facing the long edge of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down. We're going to move. This is quite a strong posture to start our standing. So we're going to move with this. So we're always keeping this extension between the fingertips, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears, back of the neck long, and feeling that lift here. Inhale, looking down the left arm, exhaling, bending into that left knee, pushing into that right foot. Inhale, come back, lift from the chest. Exhale, bending, keeping the weight even between the feet. So all the time, every time that knee goes forwards on that out breath, you're also pressing into that right foot with the same emphasis. Inhale, exhale, feel it, feel that. Also remembering to keep these hips really open, checking the angle of the knee, making sure Put the knees in line with the toes. So if you're finding that difficult, you haven't got the space in your hips, then change the position of the toes. Otherwise, you're going to be twisting your knee. So it's better to work where you're at rather than be pushing and damaging. Really take it to the end of the out breath. The in breath lifts you up. The exhale, sinking down. One more, breathing in and breathing out. We'll see if we just hold this posture for a couple of breaths. Keep extending the arms away from each other. Keep that extension. That will help. That will keep that engagement, and it will be less difficult actually. Come up on the inhale, and then let the arms come down on the exhale. Bend into that right knee. Bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Give the legs a little shake up. Yeah. Weight on the right, step back with the left. Big step. Let it land. Get the feet in the position you want them to be, and the hips level. Strong belly, pointing the tailbone down. Strong in this area. Inhale, lift the arms up. Lift the chest, lengthen. Exhale, bring the arms to shoulder height. Drop the shoulders down behind you. Back of the neck long. Inhale, look down the right arm. As you exhale, bending into that right knee, left foot, pushing into that left foot. Inhale, lift. Fill yourself with air, with breath. Exhale, sinking downwards, centrally. Inhale. Checking that angle of the knee or the point of the knee. Is it going in the same, making sure it's in the same direction as where your toes are pointing. So adjust to make that work for you. Inhale. Don't let the knee collapse. By that I mean collapse inwards. You want to be able to see the big toe on the inside of the knee. So just check that. Don't forget to keep pressing into that back foot. Keep the back of the outside of the left leg really strong, anchoring, steady, stable. Keep the shoulder blades, or keep the shoulders sitting down, almost a sense of pressing down with those shoulders. Back of the neck is long, long neck lifting up out of the body. Exhale. Just sink into this time. Next time you're sinking into the posture, we just take a breath or two here. Keep extending the fingers away from each other, engaging the arms. Feel your strength, your power. And come up on the inhale and let go the arms on the exhale slowly, bending into the left knee. Bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Let's give ourselves a little shake up. So just the knees shaking, the hips, and then the shoulders join in. Shaking up all the atoms there. Okay, we're going to go into another warrior now, straight away. Peaceful warrior, weight on the left foot, big step back with the right, big step. So very similar start, get the hips level. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms to shoulder height. Inhale, expand the chest. Exhale, bending into the left knee. So we're here again, where we've just been. We're just holding that for a second. Now we're going to come into the peaceful, breathing in. As you exhale, extend that right arm back. This is staying here. This is staying even, these arms, so that when that right arm goes down, the left arm just floats up. Much easier. Rest. You can rest quite heavily onto that back leg because you're really making it strong. And then turn the hand and reach over the body. Keep that bend in the front knee. Breathe. Looking up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm. Breathe. Keep the bend in the left knee, in the front knee. Keep the back leg really strong. Feel the length in the left side of the body from the fingertip right to the left hip. And then using the inhale, the next inhale to lift back, up, find warrior two. Sink into it for our out breath, then straighten up, lift up on the inhale, let the arms float down on the exhale, and we'll bend into that right knee again, bring ourselves back. Other side now. Give the legs a little shake. They're strong on the legs. Good. Weight on the right foot, big step. Back with the left. Round, find your feet, find that evenness, the weight between the feet, soften the knees slightly. Inhale, lift the arms up. Lift the chest, exhale, bring the arms to shoulder height, drop the shoulders down, long neck. Inhale, exhaling, bending into that right knee. Find that steadiness, that stable feeling. The feet are sinking into the earth there, like a warrior. Breathe in. And exhaling, taking the left arm back, letting it just rest down onto the left leg, and let the right arm reach up, float up until it's right up to the ceiling. Then we turn it around and reach over the body. Keep the bend in the right knee. So we've got this openness happening in the hips. It's very engaged, this posture. Really expansive, Feeling the expansion in your whole body, feeling your breath in your body, feeling the stability and the strength. It takes strength to be peaceful. Good. Use the inhale to come back. Exhale, sink down. Inhale. And exhaling, let the arms float down. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Good. Give the knees another little shake. And we're just going to come into a ragdoll here. So, standing, check your feet again. And let yourself completely disintegrate. It's like the knees bend, the chest collapse, the arms hang forwards, the head is hanging, the knees are bending even more. So the lower part of the body is not collapsed, it's strong. So that the upper body can let go and hang. Breathing all the time, in and out through the nostrils. And this ragdoll is a great posture to find. You know, anytime during the day you feel you need to just relax your back, give your back a bit of space. Breathe. Bring a bit of brightness, brighten up the body. Rest, you know, it's like a mini rest, but it makes a difference. Knees are bent, arms are hanging, shoulders are relaxed, head is hanging. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Now feel this engagement in the lower back, and it's lifting. The lowest vertebrae that you can identify, to feel that lift coming from there. Keep breathing in and out the whole time. Keep the knees bent if you can. While you slowly unroll, uncurl, breathing in and out the whole time, just enjoying every little movement that's happening there until you come to standing. Then we'll just roll the shoulders back a couple of times. Breathe, breathe in and out through the nostrils and forwards with the shoulders a couple of times. Good. Yeah, okay. Let's come into a balance now. Standing balance. Tree. So I was talking about the palm tree. So we need to be very flexible, very fluid, very supple for balance. So that any ripple that comes through our body is just kind of, it goes through the body rather than being rigid, then it's going to make us fall over. So bending into the left knee, let the roots go down from the sole of the left foot. Find the position for your right foot, making that right knee, sending that out to the side. So whichever position you want, not on the knee, it could be on the inside thigh. Press the thigh back. As you press, really feel that sense of that lift coming from there as well. So you're lifting the chest. Lifting the chest, you're lifting the crown. And then we breathe in, lift the arms up. We bring the hands together and bring them into the heart center. Lifting the chest towards the hands, lifting the crown, feeling the chin slightly tucked in here. You feel that length in the midsection. You feel this expansion here from the hip to the right knee. Everything is expanding, coming together and expanding away. So we're pressing the hands together, we're pressing the foot and the thigh together, or the foot and whatever part of the leg you're engaged with there. Breathe. Find a point for your eyes to focus, breathing steadily and smoothly in and out through the nostrils. Keep your gaze steady and still. Keep your mind steady and focused. So this is focus, practice for the mind and the attention. Good. Lift the arms up, inhaling, exhaling, bringing the arms down. Lift that right knee, if you can still get hold of it, and let it go. Slowly moving through space. Give the legs a little shake. Just free them up a little bit, even them out, and then bring the weight onto the right foot, bending that right knee to begin, placing the left foot wherever you want to, on the inside, on the ankle is good, on the calf, not on the knee, or on the inside of the thigh, pressing and pressing back, that lift that's lifting up out of that, pressing together, that center line. Inhale, lift up. We'll have the arms extended out, actually. Let's have these branches. So think about the branches extending out. This is another branch, if you like, this knee extending out. This is a little wily branch. And also think about the crown, you know, the whole crown of our tree, and the roots going down from the sole of the foot. So if you dare to lift the toes, give the toes a little wiggle on the mat. So we're not gripping, don't need to grip. Noticing any tension that you're holding. Where are you holding? Instead, think about expanding. Everything's expanding, reaching, breathing. Focus your eyes. Focus your breath, steady and even. And breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, lower the arms down. Stay with it if you can. And lifting the left knee, squeezing, and then letting go of the knee and letting it move to the ground slowly. Give the legs a shake again. Okay. So talking about moving and breathing, let's just move into our half sun salutes. So starting standing, think about your posture, think about the feet, have a look at the feet again, lift the toes, place them down. We're just landing the feet again, lift the heels, place them down. Feel that connection with the ground. Feet are parallel and hips width apart. Lift the chest, drop the shoulders down. Point the tailbone down, strong in the belly. Crown lifting, silver thread lifting from the center of the crown right up into the universe, and the roots going down from the sole of the feet into the earth, into the center of the earth. So feel that sense of centeredness and connectedness as we move with our breath and body. And breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathe out, bend the knees, fingertips touch the ground, looking at the ground. Then look forwards, lift the gaze, hands come onto the knees, open the chest, then exhaling. Straight legs, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot so you can push up through the legs, inhaling and exhaling. Arms are coming down. Inhale all the way up, look up. Exhale, lead with the chest. Knees are bent, strong in the belly here. Fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, look forwards, open the chest. Exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, arms are coming down. Through space. So we're moving continually, trying to think of this as a continual movement. This flow here. Inhaling, exhaling, bend the knees, inhaling. There's no beginning end, even if you think this is the end, the hands come down, it's like a continual, it continues from this movement, inhaling, exhaling. Fingertips, inhale. Exhale, straight legs, bend the knees a lot, inhale. Think of the power there to lift you up, exhaling. Notice the parts of this cycle that are things you like. Notice the parts that feel more difficult. Inhaling, opening, straight legs, arms back, exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees, that's where the power comes, inhale, exhale. Yeah, noticing the parts where you think, oh, this is the bit I like. Oh, this is the part that I want to be finished with quickly because it doesn't feel so fun. I don't know what it is. Knees bend, fingertips touch the ground, look forwards. Exhale, forward bend, but try and be in it, be in the practice, be in your breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, exhale, coming down to the earth. Inhale, exhale. Bend the knees, last time up. Exhale, arms coming down. And just take the hand to the heart center. We'll just rest here for a second. Just bringing your toes, placing them down, moving the weight from the left into the right, and just going back into the left again. Really send all your weight just into one side, into the left foot, and then send all your weight into the right foot. And then come into maybe an even sense of evenness, or constantly trying to find that even balance between the feet. Soften the knees, so your hold of your leg from the sole of the foot right up to the top of the leg is totally engaged. Noticing what happens when you lock the knees, how it dislocates us, disconnects us from the whole body, connecting as one. And we lock anything up. Pressing the hands together, lifting the chest towards the hands, thinking about the chin being slightly tucked in so the back of the neck can be long, lifting. And breathing. Just close your eyes for a second in this mountain Tadasana, Anjali Tadasana position. We just breathe. With the eyes closed, noticing or being able to perceive all the more tiny, more imperceptible movements. Obviously, the shifting of weight, the balancing that's happening, the movement of the breath, the sensations of the body. Maybe you can feel the different temperatures of the body. Some parts of the body warmer than others, some parts of the body exposed to the air. And just feeling a sense of the feet on the ground beneath you. Open the eyes and drop the hands down. Okay, let's come into another standing posture. So we're going to step back into warrior one, another warrior for us today. So put the weight on the left foot and take a big step back with the left. So we find warrior. We'll do this with a bit of heart opening. So just find your feet. You might want to widen your stance if you're finding it a bit wobbly. And also get that right foot pointing as far towards the front as you can. It'll be a slight angle probably. Right hip forward, left hip back. Keep the tailbone down, strong belly. Breathing in, we're going to lift the arms up. So really think about lifting and opening this heart space. And exhaling, bending into that left knee. As the left knee bends, don't forget to make equal emphasis into that right foot, particularly the right heel. So you feel this sense of engagement. The right heel's pressing down, the right hip's pressing forward, the left knee is going forwards, the left hip is coming back. So we feel this length in that left thigh. It's really important that we get all these small details. Look up at the space between the hands there. And breathe. Or if that feels too difficult for your balance, then just look forwards. But try and keep these arms back out of your eye line. If they're here, you'll have a tendency to lean forwards. We really want to think about lifting upwards. Opening the chest area. Keeping the shoulders down away from the ears, so we're extending through the arms, not lifting the shoulders high. Okay, come up on the inhale, lowering the arms on the exhale. We're going to come into a forward bend over this left leg. So you can hold your back if you need that support, or inhale, extend, and exhaling, soften that left knee as you come forward, strengthen the belly. Come to the ground if you can. So you have that stability of the ground. Bend the left knee as much as you need to. Now we're going to lengthen the left leg. Breathe in deeply, and then press on the exhale, press the big toe into the ground, and feel that the left hip is reaching up away from the big toe. So we're creating length in the left leg. Breathe deeply. Work where you're at. Find where it's a little bit uncomfortable rather than painful. And breathe. Let the body relax down a little deeper with each out breath. Make the out breath long. We're going to come out of this, so bend into the left knee, a nice easy way out, and just walk the hands up the leg. And then we're going to step forward with the right foot. Give the legs a little shake up again. Yeah. And then we'll step, just get the feet again, hips width apart, level, standing. Weight on the right foot, step back with the left. So we're in warrior one again, this side. So think about your position of your hips here. Think about the position of the back foot pointing forward slightly. Now we again breathe in, lift the arms up. The palms are facing each other. Keep the shoulders down. Exhaling, bending into the right knee. At the same time as that right knee is coming forward, we're pressing into that left heel. So we really feel the engagement in that left thigh. And also don't forget, as you're pushing into that left heel, the left foot, you're also at the same time lengthening that left leg, so the left hip is coming forwards. At the same time as that right knee is coming forward, we're taking that right hip back, so we're lengthening that right thigh. And you can look up at the space between the hands, or you can look forwards. Keep the arms back, out of your eye line, and breathe. Breathe deeply. With each out breath, see if you can just sink into the posture a little deeper. Finding your edges and making those edges feel a little bit more comfortable. Expanding your comfort zone each time, each breath. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale. So knowing where our edges is, knowing our then this is essential for expansion and for growing. But we need to know what we're being contained by, first of all. It's the same as being free. We need to know that we're not completely free in order to be free. Hold back or reach up. Inhale, exhale, bending into that knee and bringing the hands to the ground. Now we're going to lengthen the right leg. So press the big toe into the ground and feel the right hip reaching up away from the big toe. Length, creating length with breath and with our intention. And with our focus of our mind. Pressing that big toe continually into the ground, but particularly on the out breath. Inhale deeply, exhale long, using the nostrils to breathe in and out of. Bend into the right knee, walk the hands up the leg, and step forward with the left foot. Okay, let's release everything now with a little squat. Hopefully it's going to feel releasing. If you feel the squat, if it's a bit difficult, try and stay with it. If it's impossible, you can always come into a ragdoll, or you can just perch your bottom on something, the level that you feel safe at, whether that's a stool or the edge of a sofa. But just so you're half coming into it, so you're working where you're at, what's possible for you, rather than not doing it at all. Better just to kind of find where you can reach, finding the position. If your heels are off the ground, put something underneath them. Otherwise, just let the body hang forwards, let the head hang forwards, releasing that left and right shoulder and the back of the neck. Feel the weight of the head as it hangs forward. Breathe in through the nostrils. And make some sound as you breathe out through the mouth. Good. And then we'll take the hands, turn them over, press into the ground, lean into the hands, push up from the hands, come into ragdoll, knees are bent, body is hanging. Take a breath here, breathing in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Feel that lovely sunshine on the base of the spine, rising up through the body, this light and energy, vitality rising up through your very center. Feel it rising. Where is it? Moving through my heart, moving through my chest, moving into my throat, right up through my head to my crown. Sparkling energy. Yeah, just lift the shoulders up, breathing in. Out through the mouth. Up and down again. Let go. Breathing in. Out through the mouth. Let go. Let's do one more of those. Breathing in. Out through the mouth. So now we're standing. We come into our little moment of gratitude. So just checking your feet again. Lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. This in itself is a very nice little exercise. You can do it any time of day. You could be waiting for a bus or whatever you do. You're in the kitchen, just lifting the toes, placing them down. Even if they're in, inside socks or slippers or shoes, you can do that. Lifting the heels, place them down. Better in without the shoes on, but still good. So we're starting with the hands together, press them together evenly. Feel yourself standing nice and tall, lifting the chest, dropping the shoulders down, back of the neck long. We're just going to move and breathe. Breathe in. As you breathe out, you're pointing the fingers down to the ground, still together, looking down at the ground. And then the inhale, the arms and the fingers come out to the side, extending these arms. And they're reaching right up, and you're watching as the hands come together and they come down through the center. Noticing as you're doing this, try to keep the movement very smooth and even, and keeping your attention on what is happening. Inhale, all the way up, doing it as slowly as your breath will allow you. You're not pushing or forcing anything, moving through the center there. Then the inhale reaches and lifts. That inspiration, that elevation. And as we're doing this now, just allow ourselves to appreciate reality, appreciate what is, appreciate this moment, and feel grateful. What is gratitude? How does it feel? What does gratitude mean to you? Where does it resonate in the body? What is that feeling of gratitude? Rather than it being a word, how do we embody that word, that feeling, that sensation of gratitude? Just invite that feeling in. Come on, gratitude, make yourself known to me, and we just allow ourselves to feel grateful and appreciative of whatever is, whatever shows up. As many things as you can think of or become aware of or notice, whatever it might be, the tiniest things, the biggest things. And breathing in, let's make one last reach up, watching the hands and coming down through the center and letting the hands rest at the center, at the heart center. Close the eyes now. And noticing, if you haven't yet identified where or located, where is that energy of gratitude in my body? Where does it reside? Or is it different each time? And then once you've located it, then what is the sensation? And try and be as interested and curious in that sensation as you can. This is our creative nature, our curiosity, our inquisitiveness. We want to know, what is that feeling? Is it heat? Is it sparkling? Is it expansive? Does it have a color? Really be interested in this feeling, sensation of gratitude, and let it grow. The more we focus on these sensations, the more they can change, grow, develop, whatever is useful. Breathing in, breathing out, and release the hands and open the eyes. Okay. So we follow that with something stronger in the body. We're going to come into a chair posture. So just checking your feet again, lift the toes, place them down. Lots of feet engagement, ground, and bring the heels down. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Extend them right up. And then as you exhale, so you really feel that length, that continual lengthening. So you're keeping that length between the fingertips and the base here, as you're staying long. So that when you sit back, you're extending the arms forward, you're keeping the back of the neck in line with the arms, so you're looking down at the ground. Try and keep the space between the knees even. And breathe. When you get to a point, it's almost like a biting point, then you can just stay there. Don't go down to so low that you've lost that tension in the thighs. And breathe very deeply. You need all your power here. And mostly it's the power of your mind here. Use the inhale to come up and the exhale to lower the arms down. How good that feels there. Okay. And then we are going to come down to the ground. We're going to come in a forward bend. So inhale, reach the arms up or take hold of the back, whichever feels better for you. Exhaling, coming into forward bend, strong belly, strong back, fingertips come to the ground. Or whatever you can place on the ground to give you contact with the ground. Breathe in, look forwards, come on the fingertips, breathing out, forward bend. So you're attempting to flatten the hands, attempting to get the legs a little bit longer, and all the time thinking about the chest, wanting to come down to the space in between the big toes there. Come up on the fingertips again, breathing in and breathing out, taking that chest down to the ground. Good. And just staying there with some breaths. Good. Come up into the fingertips once more. And then send the right foot back. And then send the left foot back. So we're on the toes and then we're in a plank position. So don't forget, you want to keep those elbows slightly soft so you're not locking them and you're not thrusting the shoulders forwards, they're open. The chest has to work, the abdominals are working, your thighs are working, everything is working there. And then we're going to come down to the front of the body. So bring your knees down if you need to, or just lower yourself down with your arms. And just come onto the front of the body, rest on the side of the head, let the arms be behind you there, and just enjoy that feeling of connection with the earth. And your breath, so feel your belly expanding against the ground, the chest expanding against the ground as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, hear the sound of the out breath through the mouth. Just releasing and letting go here for a second. Good. So we're going to come onto into a sphinx, so back bend. Also think of it as a front opening. So we have the hands with the fingers level with the eyes, but keep the shoulders down from the ears. Don't want them up here. And the forearms are parallel, if you can make them that, rather than the fingers pointing inwards. Coming onto the forehead, bring the legs together. Now we're using the back, we're not pressing into the hands here. Use the inhale to lift the head, the nose, the chin, the chest. And we're just lifting the chest off the ground, lifting as much of the body. You'll use your abdominal strength here as well. Try to prevent your buttocks from doing the work. Instead, try and use your back. So that's tricky because the buttocks will want to kick in. And the way to stop that happening or minimize that is to point the toes towards each other behind you. And the abdominals will really work, together with the back to do this. One more breath in. Now switch the arms on. And we're just lowering ourselves slowly with the power in our arms. Rest on the other side of the head. And breathe. Releasing breath into the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Let go. Just releasing in the neck, the side of the neck there as well. Okay, so we're going to do another little back bend here. Stay with that Sphinx if you want, but if you want to go a little further, a bit deeper, slide the hands back so they're more or less level with the shoulders. Keep those elbows tucked in. So by that, we want to keep that chest open. Point the tail, lift the leg one at a time off the ground, then point the toes towards each other here. Now come onto the forehead to begin. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, long neck. Now use the inhale to lift the head off the ground. The chin, the chest. We're not pressing into the hands yet. We're really lifting the back off the ground as much as we can. Then keep that lifting from the chest as you press into the hands, rather than just pressing. All the time, it's the chest, the heart that's flying upwards. This is the main thing. We want to keep the length in the front of the body all the time in Cobra. So we think about opening as well across the front of the chest. Think about that Cobra with that big expanse, around its head, that big hood. So we're trying to keep that expanded across the chest as well as long and lifting. Now we switch off. So put the weight in the arms again. So just take the elbows forwards. Breathe in and then just lower yourself down with the strength in your arms. And we're going to counter pose immediately because that back has done a lot of work. So we press into the hands where they are. And then we lift the bottom off the ground. Then we sit back into the heels, slide the hands back, come into a swan posture. And we're just going to creep the hands to the top left-hand corner. So both the fingertips of both hands are reaching to the top left-hand corner of the mat. And they're just creeping. So you feel that expansion on the right side of the body. And breathe with it. And then we creep the fingers, walk them over, creep them over to the top. They're aiming to get to the top right-hand corner of the mat. And breathe with that. You'll feel that on the left side more now. We really feel the left ribs expanding. And then walk them back to center. Hands just rest on the ground. And releasing out through the mouth. Let go. Into the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Let's just move the back a little bit with this. So we keep the hands where they are. Keep the fingers spread wide. Hands grounded. Use the inhale to come up to all fours. The exhale, the hips are coming forwards. Open the chest. Inhale. So we've just done this a little bit. Well, we've done this a lot actually with the Cobra, but now we're moving with it. And, the body doesn't actually reach the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Sit back into the heels. Really expanding the back before the inhale comes. And then the exhale. Open the chest again. Broaden. Lengthen and broaden. The length is this way, the front of the body, and the broadness, the expansion across the shoulders, the front of the shoulders. So the inhale, look forwards and then exhale. Open the chest, look up, inhale. As you exhale, looking back towards the knees. Head reaches the ground, and the inhale. Look forwards, exhale, looking up. So we're changing continually our point of view as well. Let's do a couple more of these. Inhale. Exhale deeply, really empty out as you sit back into the heels. And then the inhale lifts you, elevates you. And then the exhale. And then one more breath in. And exhale, sit back into the heels, sweep the arms back into the pose of the child, bring your forehead to the ground. And breathe. Rest the backs of the hands on the ground. Let the shoulders flop forward. Let the mouth and the jaw and the cheeks be floppy. And let's just loosen those up while we're here. Breathing into the nostrils. And out through the mouth. Just letting the lips and the mouth just vibrate and loosen easily. Just try it one more time. Breathing in deeply through the nostrils. Good. And just breathe a bit easy here. And bring the hands forward, press into the hands, come to a kneeling position. Notice how that feels. Then we'll just come on to seated. Spine to seated position, cross-legged. Just having a little rock side to side. Sit on the block or sit on a cushion if you need to. We're just finding our seat a little bit. Nice to be sitting on the ground. Yeah, just enjoying that feeling. And then come to a stillness, steadiness. Just sit for a moment. Good. Resting the hands in the lap or on the knees, whatever feels better for you. Always having a sense of lifting the chest. Shoulders sitting back in place, back of the neck long. Maybe just close the eyes for a moment as we breathe. All the time thinking about sitting up tall without being straining, you know, it's an upright, open, lively spine. The chin is slightly tucked in. And closing the eyes and feeling the breath. So we're just focusing on the belly, really, thinking about this abdominal breathing, which we can do this lying down, but it's quite nice sometimes to do it sitting. You might want to rest your hand on your belly to remind yourself where to breathe to. This is more less familiar for you. With the eyes closed, we can feel into this more. So as you breathe in, you'll feel the belly expand. See how much you can make it expand. And as you breathe out, you'll feel it contract slowly, steadily. So rather than, you know, whooshing in or whooshing out, we're keeping that steady, even flow. Like we have this sense of control in a light way. It's kind of like a valve, you know, on this breath. We're keeping it steady. We're allowing it to open slowly into the full capacity and then letting it go slowly. We're controlling that steady stream of breath until it's completely empty. Expanding and contracting slowly, slowly, slowly. Notice what's happening with your mind. Is it wandering off? And although we are sitting still, there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of movement to follow. We're following the breath, watching what's happening. Emptying as far as you dare to, really pulling the belly button back as if it wants to reach the very back of your body. And then letting the next breath come in slowly, steadily. Feeling that fullness and then letting it slowly empty out. If you find your mind gets distracted a lot during this process, and you'd like to give it another point of focus, then you can count as well, another layer. So as you breathe in, you can count. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe your breath is shorter or longer than that, but that's up to you, you know, just counting with that. And deciding whether you're going to keep it even or whether you're going to try and extend the out breath. So you might, in the first instance, just lengthen the out breath by an extra count and let that settle in. When you feel more comfortable, then you can make it an extra count again. And you could, build up to lengthening the out breath to double the in breath. So if you're breathing in for 4 or 5, the out breath eventually may get to 8 or 10. That's what we're working toward. You might not get there this time. Keeping the mind focused, keeping on your breath. Breath coming in, breath slowly coming out. All the time noticing your posture as well, sitting tall. Noticing if you maybe start slumping forwards, keep that sense of lift, elevation, brightness, liveliness. Noticing the expression in your face, let it be relaxed, your face. Sometimes when we're trying, we can furrow our brow, just let that relax. Even let a smile come onto your face, why not? Very simple little technique, abdominal breathing. If you're familiar with the full yoga breath, sometimes called the 3-part, Dirgham Swasam, you can incorporate that, so you're breathing right up into the ribs and in the chest. But if you're happy with just the abdominal breathing, stay with that. Filling up and emptying out. So very simple, but very effective, this breath practice. Calming, centering, focusing. Most definitely calming the nervous system, triggering the parasympathetic nervous system, releasing tension. If you have things to do the rest of the day, it's really good. This clarity and focus that we're practicing, growing here. Good. And then just let that go, just sitting quietly for a few moments with a really easy breath coming in and out through the nostrils. Let that transition happen slowly. And when you feel that your breath is easy and natural again, then just extend the legs out in front of you. And if you want to just make a little bit of effort, you can lay down slowly, or you can just lie down your body without any effort. It's up to you. And we're going to lie in Shavasana for a minute or two. So you might want to just first of all relax the back, hug the knees, have a little rock and roll here. Breathe here. Oh, let it all go. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. Slide the legs away. Give yourself a full extension. Breathe in. And then bring the arms back alongside the body. Arms flopping out to the side. Back of the neck is long, chin slightly tucked in. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Just let yourself slowly relax now. Slowly relax. Just do maybe a couple more breaths in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. Notice how your body feels. Notice how your energy feels. How is your mind? Is it wandering? Does it feel steadier? And then just let your breath be soft and easy. Soft, easy breath. Let it come and go in and out through the nostrils. If your eyes aren't already closed, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Feel the whole of your back on the ground. If it doesn't feel comfortable lying flat, you can always bend your knees. Put your feet on the ground, let the knees fall together. Otherwise, just relax, let go. Let your body sink into the ground. It's like you're giving the body to the earth. The earth is holding your body, holding it, supporting it, nourishing and nurturing your body. Feel yourself merging with this earth, the earth of the body, the earth of the ground. And letting go. And this body, feeling the breath coming in and out through the nostrils, gently, softly, almost imperceptibly, like the sleeping baby. Breath coming in, breath going out. And let yourself rest in a comfortable, supported, held manner. Feel yourself held, supported, being given everything you need. Feel yourself loved. Feel yourself being filled up with whatever you need. Love, energy, confidence, rest. Just allow your body and your being to be receptive to all of this. All of this is available. We come to the end of our practice for today. So we gently bring ourselves back to the present moment, but with all that good stuff that we have taken into ourselves, that we have received, being aware of all of that we've received. As we resurface, as we revivify, that's not so easy to say, revivify, come back to life from Shavasana. And just maybe hugging the knees, maybe stretching, maybe whatever you want to do, rolling on to the side, coming up to seated. Come up to seated, look around, look at the day, maybe with new eyes, with new energy, new light of the body. Maybe it's got a new body now. We can go about the rest of the day with this new body. And let's just finish, seal the deal with our Sankalpa. So we bring some heat and energy into the palms of the hands. Extra heat needed today, for me anyway. My hands are quite cold. So then I bring the hands to the heart center, close the eyes, and just become aware of our heart space and this reliable location, this garden, this rich, fertile space. We bring our Sankalpa, our intention, into this like a beautiful seed. Or maybe we've been nourishing the seed for a while and we're just letting that little plant grow. So we say our Sankalpa, our intention, to ourselves a few times here. Just feeling that sense of that intention growing within us. Good. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for your bodies.
Thank you.
Thank you for your bodies.